Google Flow is one of the most powerful AI tools available right now. But when you first open it, it can feel completely overwhelming. I spent hours learning every feature, and I discovered you only need to understand a few basics to use 90% of what it can do. Let me show you exactly how to get started in just a few minutes. First, open your browser and search for Google Flow. You are looking for a link that says Google Labs. Click on that. Once you are there, you will see a button that says New Project. Click that to start. Everything in Flow is organized into projects, so this is where all your work lives. Now you will see the main interface. Down here is the prompt box. This is where you tell Flow what you want to create. You will also see this menu where you can choose if you want Flow to generate an image or a video. Let's start with images first. To create an image, make sure the image is selected in the menu. Choose your aspect ratio. Then you see the available models. You have Nano Banana Pro, Nano Banana 2, and Imagen 4. Pick whichever one you prefer. Notice down here it shows how many credits this generation will cost. Image generations are mostly free. Now to create an image, you simply type what you want in the prompt box. Describe the image you want to create in as much detail as you like. You can also add reference images by clicking the plus icon. If you use reference images, Flow will create new images based on those references and keep the character style or look consistent. You can upload more than one image, combine them together, add a text description in the prompt box, and generate your image. If I want to make changes to this image, I can click on it and describe exactly what I want to change. Now let me show you video generation. I will come back to the prompt box and switch from image to video. I will select the aspect ratio as 16:9. You see the available video models. You have OmniFlash and Veo 3.1 models. Pick whichever one you prefer. To keep the credit cost low, I'll choose a 6-second length and generate only one video. Notice it shows how many credits this will cost before I generate. Now here is something important about video generation. When you switch to video, you will see two options. You can choose between frames or ingredients. Let me explain what each one does. Frames let you set a start frame and end frame for your video. This is useful if you want to control exactly where your video begins and ends. Ingredients are reference media that you add in addition to your text prompt. So if you have images from your project that show what your character or environment should look like, you can add them as ingredients. Click the plus icon and select your images from your project or upload new ones. These ingredients help Flow understand what your character or style should be in the video. So you get both your text description and your reference images to guide the video generation. Video generation takes longer than images, so be patient. Flow is creating a video based on my text description and the ingredient image I provided. Excellent. The video looks great and the character is consistent with my ingredient image. If I wanted to make changes, I could click on the video and describe exactly what edits I want. Now I'm going to make 2 more videos so I can show you how to combine videos into scenes.
Teddy! Teddy, where are you?
Now, let me show you something really powerful. You can take multiple videos and stitch them together into a scene. This creates a complete video sequence by combining different clips on a timeline.
Teddy! Teddy, where are you?
Once they are combined in the timeline, you can also trim individual clips by dragging. This is perfect for creating longer videos with multiple shots and sequences. You can keep adding clips and trimming them until you have exactly what you want. The timeline editor makes it easy to see how everything flows together.
Teddy! Teddy, where are you?
Inside Flow, you can also build and reuse characters for consistent videos. You can describe your character and generate it using Nano Banana or simply upload an image. Then you can also choose a voice for your character. Now let me show you one more powerful feature. There is an agent feature that is incredibly helpful, especially if you are not sure exactly what you want to create. When you click on Agent, you get an AI agent that helps you create content. Instead of you controlling every step, the agent guides you through a conversation about what you want to create. You simply tell the agent your idea. The agent will ask you questions to understand exactly what you are looking for. It might ask about characters, settings, style, mood, or any other details that matter. Based on your answers, the agent generates images and shows them to you. It asks if you like them. If you say yes, it continues building on that idea. If you say no, it refines and tries again. Once you are happy with the images, the agent can create videos based on those images. And then it can even combine videos into scenes. Now, let us talk about credits because Flow runs on a credit system. The free plan gives you 50 credits that reset daily, so you get 50 credits every single day to use. This is actually a lot of room to experiment and try different things. The Pro plan comes with 1000 credits per month and the Ultra plan comes with 10,000 credits per month. If you click on your credit count, you can see your history and exactly how you spent your credits. Generally, images are cheaper than videos and videos are cheaper than scenes. So the most efficient workflow is to start with images to get the look exactly right, then turn those images into videos using them as ingredient references, then combine videos into scenes. This saves you credits because you are not regenerating things over and over. That is really all you need to know to start using Google Flow effectively. There are more advanced features you will discover as you spend more time with it, but this foundation covers 90% of what you need. In future videos, I am going to show you more advanced techniques on Google Flow. If you want to learn these advanced techniques, make sure you subscribe so you do not miss those videos. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.